of crimes committed by those on parole. Viewer discretion is advised. Between prison and freedom lies a world in limbo, parole. Parolees are released and allowed to re-enter society if they follow the rules.
You can get arrested if you're over there.
It's the land of second chances.
I just want to do things and have things I never had.
Their fate rests in the hands of the parole officers.
I have to treat you like a sex offender.
Whose tough love will guide them to redemption.
Somebody has been using you.
Or send them right back to prison.
It ain't gonna be pretty for you.
It's a world of hope and fear.
Let's focus.
Can they make it on the outside?
I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything. So what's free about that?
Stop. No, stop. You're not gonna get out of this.
People on parole need a lot of support. And Indianapolis parole agent Denise Jackson knows this better than most.
You're on call really 24/7. I mean, you can be at a family function and your phone ring and you gotta stop, drop, and roll right there.
Today, Denise is heading to northern Indianapolis, where she'll meet a new parolee.
Her name is Maria Anderson.
52-year-old Marie Anderson was just released from prison after almost 2 decades behind bars for murder.
This is an initial interview, which is normally what takes place in an office. But in some cases, I conduct an initial interview at the halfway house. And the reason so is because through my own personal experience of dealing with the person that's been incarcerated for quite some time, they go through that paranoia stage. They got to just adapt back into society. A lot of things have changed in 20 years. Huh?
Good morning.
Is it cool? You ever been on parole before?
No.
Last grade completed?
12th grade.
Did you graduate?
Yes.
You have college?
1 semester of college.
What are some of the goals you want to complete now that you're out of prison?
I want to go back to college. Or get a job, or just volunteer and just give me my time so I can pay back society.
Okay, what happened when you got this case right here, murder?
Well, I was out. It was my oldest son's birthday, and I thought I'd go out and get high. And I smoked $1,000 worth of crack, and I thought I needed some more. So I stopped to rob this man. We took the money. My friend shot the man. I didn't shoot nobody, but I got charged because I was there. I went in hiding, and after 2 days, I couldn't live with my conscience, so I turned myself in to the police. And I always tell people it took 18 and a half years of my life. I didn't plan on spending 18 and a half years in prison for a 10-minute high.
Sometimes these barriers go so deep from childhood. A lot of times it's much deeper than what meets the eye.
Denise wants to hear Marie's story, going back to her childhood.
I was adopted at 3 months old. My mother had 10 of us. My mother was a heroin addict. I was born a heroin addict. My mother gave me away.
You were adopted out to another family that had 10 other children. And also something about you having a baby by one of your brothers.
My brother. He raped me. I got pregnant at 13.
Marie's troubled youth led her down the wrong path, and she eventually became a junkie.
That's when I started really getting in trouble. I kept doing things I shouldn't have did.
In me reading your packet, it said that you were doing well. You were clean for 2 years, and then you relapsed.
I relapsed because the doctor told me I was HIV positive.
HIV transmission through injection drug use accounts for more than 15% of AIDS cases among persons over 50.
Do you know who you got that virus from?
Sharing needles.
Marie chose her halfway house because she heard it can accommodate those with HIV.
I like this house. I have no complaints. I'm grateful because it's better any day than living in prison.
Do you think you have a support system outside of this program?
Yes, my sister's my biggest supporter.
But Marie has a reason for not wanting to impose on her sister, who lives in Gary, Indiana.
Only reason I didn't go to Gary because both of my sisters are sickly.
Your ultimate goal is for you to be self-sufficient.
Right,
Right? If you were to act crazy and do stuff, go out and commit a crime, then the parole board can play with your time until 2033.
We can't come back and do another 20 years.
Nah, we can't do that one now. But we're done.
Okay.
After 18 and a half years of incarceration, Marie needs help from Denise so she can slowly integrate back into society.
When a person has been incarcerated for a very, very long time, a lot of things have changed. I mean, 20 years ago, cell phones weren't out. Some adapt very well, some don't.
Agent Gerald Carter is always on the lookout for parolees who don't follow the rules.
It seems like I'm never thinking everything is fine. It's like a game that you're always chasing something.
Now you know this is posing a problem, right?
That's why you always insinuating things. That's why you always coming up with new methods to find out things, just so you can try to get the one thing that he's not telling you. You always on watch.
We about to go see Roosevelt.
Roosevelt Washington's been on parole for a year. His offense? Sexual misconduct with a teenage girl.
When Roosevelt first got out, we had to violate him for having contact with his victim.
The parolee lives in a motel where sex offenders are allowed to stay. Roosevelt is one of nearly 10,000 registered sex offenders in the state of Indiana, and all of them must abide by the 1,000-foot rule. He can't live within 1,000 feet of a school,
What's up, man?
playground, or daycare.
How your wife and family doing?
They doing okay.
All right. Any type of police contact?
No,
Any substance abuse issues?
no,
What about contacts with children?
no, none at all.
Okay. Have you ever started thinking about looking for another place to stay?
Yes, we have. We was wanted to talk to you about trying to see what we can do about the issue about trying to stay there,
Where?
where our mother lives.
The place that's across the street from the school?
The parolee just touched a hot button, and Carter lets him know this in no uncertain terms.
I'm a non-sex offender, and
You on parole
is there
for?
any way,
What are you on parole for?
sex with a minor.
So you're on a sex offender caseload, man. So how are you not a sex offender? You've been out on parole before. Whose caseload was you on? Mine, right?
Yeah.
I'm a sex offender agent. That's the only people that I supervise are sex offenders.
Like I said, it's really not all that big of a
A deal?
yeah.
But it is to us. So how's it not a big deal now?
It's been blown out of proportion.
But it's against the law.
I want to try to ask you for some
It's a state law. It's a law. This ain't Carter's rule.
I mean, I understand that.
So how am I gonna change the state law?
I didn't say that you can change it. I was just asking, is there any kind of help that you can
I can't
assist?
do nothing about that, man. I can't do nothing about you staying around the corner from school. Nothing. The only thing I can tell you is no and look for other addresses. It's no today, it's no tomorrow, and it's no next week, okay? Okay. I will be back here next Wednesday, man. All right?
All right.
Yeah.
Roosevelt wants Carter to cut him some slack.
And he was saying that it's the 1,000 feet rule. Well, that's the violent predator. That's the stuff that they have to go through. I shouldn't have to go through that because I'm not a violent predator. It's real hard on my family. My wife is struggling just to pay to keep the roof over my head here when we should be together.
But in handling sex offenders, Carter doesn't have a lot of leeway. The rules are black and white, not gray.
There is no difference between a non-violent and a violent sex offender. They all follow the same rules.
And if he violates that rule, he would definitely be violated from parole.
Chris Spangler became a parole agent after spending 15 and a half years as an Indiana corrections officer.
They can trust me that if I say, hey, this is what I think you need to do, they trust me enough to do that.
Having worked in prison, Spangler knows what it's like on the inside.
You see all the things that prison is like, and you just kind of wonder, man, why in the world would somebody want to spend time there?
And he does what he can to keep his parolees from going back.
You just try to put them into positions where they can succeed and don't get arrested. Michael Dobbins is the next guy coming in.
Dobbins is 28 years old with a long rap sheet, including drug possession, battery, and criminal trespass.
Over here. Michael Dobbins. What are you on parole for?
Possession of cocaine.
Michael's drug of choice is cocaine, the second most popular illegal drug in the United States, behind marijuana.
So what are we gonna do with you, man? If you choose to keep going down that road, where are we gonna end up at?
In jail.
Do I want to see you succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't hold your hand.
Right.
Right? Who you live with?
My baby mama.
What does she say?
She understands, you know what I'm saying, what I'm going through.
Michael's mother and father have both recently passed away. Michael responded by going on a cocaine binge, a parole violation that could send him right back to prison.
Everybody loses people in their lives.
Yeah, I know.
But not everybody loses people in their lives and chooses to turn to cocaine about it. Man, I'm trying to help you.
What you trying to help me stop getting high?
Yeah.
Lock me up, that ain't helping me though.
No, it's not, but I got rules I gotta follow.
Right.
I just can't have you out here dropping dirty for cocaine. Because when you're dropping dirty for cocaine, now you're a menace to society. And I don't know what the hell you're gonna do when you're high. So, when's the last time you used?
Friday.
Coming up on Parole Diaries.
You complete their program, and I'll let you stay out.
I always thought the system was to keep the family together.
I didn't understand.
That's not what's going on here.
And later,
You got to get your life together.
God knows I'm not lying.
And God knows that the papers knows it. Because Marie wants what Marie wants when she want it.
Agent Chris Spangler is meeting with parolee Michael Dobbins.
When's the last time you used?
Friday.
Michael's admission that he used cocaine again could get him sent back to prison.
Lock me up, that ain't helping me though.
But Spangler offers him a lifeline, a shot at rehab.
I'm just laying out an option. I am giving you a path to get yourself cleaned up and not go back to prison.
Spangler gives Michael the name of a local drug rehab center.
So your deal is, you go there, you check yourself in, I get confirmation saying that you're there, you complete their program, and I'll let you stay out. You don't go there, I don't get an email, and you're going back.
Basically, you saying if I don't stop getting high, I'm going back to prison.
Absolutely, that's what I'm telling you. This is your shot, man. This is your decision. And it can go either way. But you're the one that decides that, not me.
All right, Spangler.
If I come in on Monday and I don't have an email from the Salvation Army, Michael Dobbins is getting arrested.
The ball is in Michael's court.
Either I go get cleaned up or get locked up. I'm gonna have to decide that.
Parole Jackson. So you're saying that she might be lying about what? Are you serious?
Agent Denise Jackson has been called out to the Wailing Women Wins halfway house for an emergency visit involving her parolee, Marie Anderson.
Hello? She said that
Stop right
I'm going to
there.
let you have
Stop
the
right there.
200.
Stop right there.
Aretha Luster runs the halfway house. She's a woman who knows how to keep order
And she said,
be still.
And assist those in need. But this halfway house has strict rules, including how much of their own money parolees can spend when they go shopping.
Okay, here we go. I made it clear to her what she was and was not to spend. God bless the tears. Every time someone explains something to Marie, if it doesn't fit what Marie wants, then Marie has a boatyard of tears. No, because it's not going to work.
Marie.
Stop it.
Marie.
Stop the fake stuff.
Listen,
you know what?
Listen to me.
Because I'm going to tell you, no.
This is my second time meeting Marie,
Listen to me, okay, Marie?
and all hell done broke loose.
Marie, stop. Stop it, Marie. Stop it.
Quit crying, because I did read your packet, and every time something doesn't go your way, you cry. You're a woman. Act like it, okay? I want to know, okay, what exactly is going on?
I can send you every record from her.
Maria, how come you didn't go down there with
Marie and Miss Aretha both have strong personalities. And Miss Aretha is saying, hey, if you're going to be in my program, you're going to obey the rules and regulations.
We already have set down something.
I'm going to let you have the 200.
Marie is saying, hey, I've been locked up for 18 and a half years. I'm free.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. When Marie went to the store, she was told to only spend $25. She spent over $70-something, and so I was very upset. Please be quiet.
I know.
Please let me get done.
When I finally find out what's going on, Marie is not obeying the rules and regulations of the program.
This is what I'm gathering. She's controlling your money, and you don't like her controlling your money because you want to be able to take your money and do whatever you want to with it, right? They told you what was going on with this program.
No.
Roosevelt, Washington is on parole for sexual misconduct with a minor. The parolee currently lives in a motel where sex offenders are allowed to stay. Roosevelt can't live with his wife and mother-in-law because their house is within 1,000 feet of a school. That would violate the rules of his parole.
It's coming to the end of the month. How's the rent?
It's gonna be a little tight.
It's hard on you financially.
Roosevelt and his wife are currently paying for 2 residences, and they can't be together unless she visits him here.
The gas, the prices is high right now, so the traveling between the 2 places is hard on the gas tank.
Have you talked to your parole officer lately?
I talked to him Wednesday.
You still ain't saying nothing about your living with your wife?
No.
It don't make sense to me. I always thought the system was to keep the family together. That's not what's going on here.
We should be able to live together. I done went and done the time, and why am I still I feel like I'm still being prosecuted.
Basically, you still in jail. You just ain't behind bars.
There's no reason for us to be separated like this.
If he violates that rule, he would definitely be violated from parole. I'll probably check it at night, because if he's not home, then we probably know where he's staying at.
Coming up on Parole Diaries.
No, you're not going to manipulate here. Then you break out in this big cry, storm out of my office, act the doggone fool.
And later.
While you on parole with me with that charge, I have to treat you like a sex offender.
He didn't check himself into the program.
He was there for a minute and he filled out all his paperwork, but he did not stay.
Agent Denise Jackson is caught in the middle of a tangle between parolee Marie Anderson and halfway house administrator Aretha Luster. The argument is over Marie's finances.
You don't like her controlling your money because you want to be able to take your money and do whatever you want to with it, right? Let me tell you something. You went over the rules and regulations, okay? So you know that when you're in this sort of program, you don't carry cash around with you.
These are the rules designed to protect parolees from themselves. But Marie won't stand for it and won't back down.
I just like to buy some things, and I've also
Let me tell you something. I don't care what halfway house you go into, They will not let you carry more than $10 on you, if that. Marie feels like she can do whatever she wants to do with her money, but money is a red flag for an addict.
I killed a man after smoking $1,000 worth of cocaine.
That was 18 years ago, and you have rehabilitated yourself while you were incarcerated.
But I can fall anytime if I can fall. I'm trying to need to.
Marie, let's focus.
So I gave you $640 in cash. Left
Marie,
the prison.
I'm
and
done.
Miss Phyllis.
I'm
and
done.
Miss
Denise,
okay, but
I'm gonna out of my house.
Miss Aretha wants you out of her program. I want to put in an emergency transfer to see if we can get you out of here today.
Coming up on Parole Diaries.
She's sitting up here trying to beg for one of your family members to take you.
You're gonna go back in front of the parole board.
And later.
That's the stipulation, ain't it?
Yeah.
So we got an issue, right?
Sex offender Roosevelt Washington knows the rules of his parole say he cannot live within 1,000 feet of a school. But he doesn't think the rules should apply to him. And he wants permission to live with his wife. He continues to push his luck with Agent Carter.
I'm sure he's upset. You would want to spend time with your family, with your wife, with your loved ones, but due to the situation, he can't.
Roosevelt's unwillingness to accept the rules for what they are worries Carter. It's also getting on his nerves.
And man, from our previous conversation, I took a look at your case, man. You're on parole for sexual misconduct with a minor, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a sex offense, man. You realize that?
Mm-hmm.
So why are we saying that you don't think that you should have to abide by the sex offender stipulations?
Because there's a difference between a violent sex offender and a non-violent sex offender. I'm a non-violent sex offender, but I gotta go by the violent sex offender rules.
No, you go by the rules of a sex offender. Those are parole stipulations for all sex offenders on parole. You had sex with a minor.
Okay, but I didn't have sex with a minor.
But were you convicted of having sex with a minor?
No, I wasn't convicted of having sex with a minor.
What was you convicted of?
What is this?
Sexual misconduct with a minor. Now, while you on parole with me with that charge, I have to treat you like a sex offender. You understand?
Okay.
It has nothing to do with if I'm a violent sex offender or am I just a regular sex offender. It's the fact that you a sex offender, period. That you can't stay around the corner from a school. It's what you on parole for. Sexual misconduct with a minor. Boom, we got all these stipulations that you have to follow. If you was on parole for rape, boom, it'd be the same stipulations that you had to follow. So are we cool on this issue?
Okay.
All right, man.
The more Roosevelt refuses to drop this issue, the more Agent Carter suspects that Roosevelt may not be staying at his registered address.
All right, man. I'm gonna pressure him more about if he's staying at that address every night or just see if he stays at his wife's address. I think that's what he's doing, and that's what I kind of want to get him to admit to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep popping up on him, but I'm going to pop up at night.
A pop-up is when a parole agent shows up at a parolee's residence unannounced.
And if he's not there, he's going back to the facility.
Agent Denise Jackson and halfway house administrator Miss Aretha are in the middle of a crisis with parolee Marie Anderson.
Let me get done.
The issues between Marie and Miss Aretha can't be resolved, so Miss Aretha wants Marie out of her halfway house.
She can send you every record of anything.
Remember I asked you, I said, well, how come you didn't go to Lake County with your sister? Could you call your sister and ask her, can you live with her? Can you make a phone call? Can they come down here today and pick you up and I can put in an emergency transfer for you? That's the only solution I got right now.
Can I use the phone?
I'm going to check with my supervisor to see if we can get you out of here today.
A supervising agent must sign off on an emergency transfer.
Miss Aretha wants her out. She's got a sister in Lake County. She's calling her sister now.
Okay.
Renee Henderson has rushed over from the parole office and tries to form a plan.
I just want to go home.
If they cannot come up with one quickly, Marie will be homeless.
She's right here. She told me to call you.
Let me talk to her sister. We don't have a program in our area that really will meet her needs at this point. So are you willing to accept her? Well, do you have a couch? She just needs to be with family at this point. We contacted Marie's family. Her sister said no. You know, basically she didn't want her there. Nobody was prepared for Marie. She has medical issues, and it might not be a big thing, but people had to prepare for that. Nobody's ready for her right now.
It's been a few days since parole agent Chris Spangler made a deal with drug addict Michael Dobbins. Go to rehab or go back to jail. It was up to Michael to check himself into a facility. And so far, Spangler hasn't received any confirmation.
Hey, JT.
Yeah.
You going to Salvation Army?
Yeah.
You want to check on something for me?
Sure.
I got a dude, Michael Dobbins.
Okay.
Spangler enlists the help of fellow agent John Taylor, who already has a visit scheduled at the Salvation Army Rehab Center.
I got with Agent Taylor. I asked him if he would check with the Salvation Army staff to see if Michael Dobbins tried to check himself in.
Okay.
Just let me know that he's there.
I will see if he's there.
They're usually pretty good about that, so.
All right, I will check it out for you.
All right.
All right, man.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Coming up on Parole Diaries.
Your guy came and he filled out his paperwork, but he left.
I give him the chance, and he doesn't want to do it.
She's sitting up here trying to beg for one of your family members to take you.
Well, I'm saying.
So where else can you go?
And later,
If you go over there again, you're getting locked up.
Away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. We help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
Did you say half?
I did. And you can do it all online.
No.
Yeah, people save up to $1,000 a year. Same coverage, half the cost.
Look at my rates, they got cut in half. This is the best day ever.
That's my favorite part.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance.
My accountant, who uses unsecured email, has all my tax info.
Fraudulent tax returns due to identity theft increased by 20% last year. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points for identity theft. LifeLock, for the threats you can't control.
parole agent John Taylor is on a mission for his fellow agent Chris Spangler. They need to find out whether parolee Michael Dobbins has kept his promise and checked into rehab. If he hasn't, he may be sent back to prison.
Guy named Dobbins tried to check in yesterday.
Let me check real fast.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You go there, you check yourself in, I get confirmation from her saying that you're there, I'll let you stay out.
If I don't go to this, I'm gonna go to jail.
Michael was supposed to confirm with Spangler that he had checked in. So far, no confirmation.
Spangler.
Hey man, this is Taylor.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I was just down here at the Salvation Army. Your guy came and he filled out his paperwork, but he left.
So he was there though, but he didn't stay. He didn't check himself into the program.
He was there for a minute and he filled out all his paperwork.
But he did not stay.
Huh, well that makes this kind of easy then, doesn't it?
It looks like yet again, Michael Dobbins will be going back to jail.
All right, man, well I appreciate you doing that. Now, what we'll do is I'll request a warrant from the board and go from there.
Agent Denise Jackson is trying to get parolee Marie Anderson out of a halfway house with the help of her supervisor, Renee Henderson.
She wants to be at home with her family, which is understandable after being gone for 18 years, and just need to know if you're willing to accept her into your home. She's sitting up here trying to beg for one of your family members to take you.
Marie is lost, caught in a storm of uncertainty and despair.
Will Miss Aretha let her stay here for a couple more days?
till we can get something worked out. Okay, we're gonna have to work something else out. She has a place in Gary that she said you can actually live in. Everything's on there. You just have to get a bed. Right. You're all right. Calm down. You're gonna be okay. You gotta keep in mind she's been locked up for 18 years and it's gonna take some time for her to get used to being out here. She's good to go.
Yeah, we need to go.
Denise and Renee decide to hit the road with Marie.
They're scared to tell the truth. They're scared to talk around for Miss Aretha. I don't like to be nowhere I'm not wanted, no way.
She did want you here.
No, she didn't. I'm not stupid and I'm not crazy.
I'll just let it go, Marie. You can go have a seat right here.
Thank you.
After a routine sweep of parolee Roosevelt Washington's room, Gerald Carter's fellow agents have reported disturbing news.
During the weekend, they went to check out Roosevelt Washington, and he wasn't home. They talked to them at the front desk, and they said they hadn't seen him in a couple days. We're about to do a visit on him. He doesn't know I'm coming today.
If Roosevelt is not here at his registered address, his parole will be violated.
I'm glad to see you home. You know why? Because they told me you wasn't staying here.
Who told you that? I've been right here.
People at the front desk.
I've been right here. You can ask the manager.
Is there a reason why they would think that you wasn't there in a couple days? Is what I'm thinking, is what I'm asking.
Well, they have 2 or 3 people that works up there, so now that's Friday. The manager's the one that gave me my mail. So there's no way I was gone, no 2 days.
Okay. Because you got here at what time did you get here that night? After 11?
Yeah.
So where are you at?
At my wife's, where she stayed with her mother.
Around the corner from the school? So why would you be over there?
There's no school going on the weekend.
But you're not.
Eating dinner
you got
with
your
my
parole
wife.
stipulations?
Yeah, I was eating dinner with my wife.
Do you got them on you? You know where they at?
Yeah.
Why don't you pull them out for me? You must not reside, visit, or be within 1,000 feet of schools, daycare centers, or any other place where children can reasonably be expected to congregate. Are those your initials?
Yes, it is.
So the address on Street, is it within 1,000 feet of a school?
It don't say I couldn't visit. It says I couldn't
What
visit
does it
or
say?
spend the night.
You must not reside, what does it say? Visit or be within 1,000 feet of schools, daycare center. So I'm not making it up, am I? Am I making this up?
No, that's what it said, Miss Carter.
That's the stipulation, ain't it?
Yeah.
So we got an issue, right? Right?
It's not like that, Miss Carter.
Hey man, Roosevelt, you need to come into the office, man, this Thursday, man. We're gonna discuss this a little bit more in depth, man. All right?
All right.
I'll see you Thursday.
I think I'm being treated unfairly. I'm not free in no kind of way. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. So what's free about that?
I think deep down inside, Roosevelt knows he's done something wrong, but he needs to accept his parole stipulations for what they are, or he'll just be returned to the facility. And that's what I've been trying to express to him so he doesn't get sent back.
Parolee Michael Dobbins is hooked on cocaine and doesn't want to quit. Agent Chris Spangler gave him an ultimatum: check into rehab or go to jail.
He told me, he goes, okay, I've decided I'm gonna go to Salvation Army. So I told him, I said, you have until Monday. I said, if I come in on Monday and I don't have an email from the Salvation Army, that he was to report back in here on Tuesday.
Turns out Michael did check in, but there were no beds available, so he left and never came back.
He didn't go back like he should have, but at least he tried the first time to go. We're back here.
But for Michael, not following through has an unforeseen outcome.
Let them do their thing, and then I'll explain to you what's going on.
Stand up for me. You got anything in your pocket? So stick me, poke me.
Here's what went down, man. The parole board already issued a warrant for you, okay? I know you went to Salvation Army, okay? So I confirmed that.
Sit down right there.
You're gonna go back in front of the parole board, okay? What I will do is I'll let the parole board know that you did go to the Salvation Army and attempt to check in, okay? Because from where you were, telling me that getting high is what you do, to actually going down there and checking in, look at me, come on. You know, that's a good thing. And then when you go in front of the parole board, you need to tell them the same thing, man. Then you got a pretty good shot that they may just cut you. Under the understanding that you go complete that program. And if you don't complete the program, then they're probably gonna want to see you back. You understand all that?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen when you get out?
Yeah.
There you go. Because that is what you do.
Yep. Well, we ain't bothering nobody.
Go back in your house. In terms of your right.
Michael needed to get arrested. If Michael didn't get arrested, Michael probably end up dead. At least I know that he's not getting high every single day.
So what you gonna do when you get out? What you say you gonna do when you get out? You like being in handcuffs?
Well, I ain't gotta work on it. Ain't nothing but a couple months.
But you'll be back for something else.
Well,
getting high is against the law.
Sitting in the house.
No remorse.
Coming up on Parole Diaries.
Watch it. You getting locked up.
I just think I really miss my family more than I thought I did.
So the truth comes out.
Agent Denise Jackson is taking parolee Marie Anderson to the bus station so she can leave Indianapolis and stay with her family, 150 miles away in Gary, Indiana.
I just think I really miss my family more than I thought I did.
So the truth comes out. Marie, understand something, sweetie, that it's okay.
I didn't want to be a burden, man.
I know. It's okay. You've been down for 18 years.
Here, Marie begins her journey to see her family after 18 and a half years behind bars. Denise is assisted by her supervisor, Renee Henderson.
Marie has purchased her ticket to go back to Gary, Indiana, which is where her family and her support system is. And we have everything in place for her to contact the parole office in Maryville, and whatever services she was receiving here in Indianapolis, she has the phone number to get those same services in Gary.
She had no support system here. And without her having support system, then to me, if you've been incarcerated for 18 years, the last thing you want to do is put yourself back into a controlled environment.
Agent Gerald Carter is about to meet with problem sex offender Roosevelt Washington. Roosevelt has been sneaking away from his registered address. Today he could pay the price and be sent back to prison.
On Saturday night, you at your wife's place to what, 11:30, 11:45 at night? And how often do you do that?
Not often.
Watch it. It's 7 days in a week, right?
It's 7 days in a week.
How many of those days in a week do you go over on Street where you are not supposed to be at?
Friday. On a Friday sometime, and that's
Fridays. Well, wait a minute now, because we tried to see you on Saturday. So you go over there more than Fridays, right?
Friday And I wouldn't wash my clothes. That was about it.
Then what about Saturday when you went?
That's about what I do.
Roosevelt's constant misinterpretation of the rules has forced Carter's hand.
I've been thinking a couple of days on this about what I'm going to do about it. And I think that it's probably best that you be put on GPS. And that I just track your location 24 hours a day. If you go anywhere near your wife's house, then I'm gonna lock you up the second you over there.
District Coordinator Brian Rubenstein gives the device a test.
Can you feel that vibration? Okay, that's what you're gonna feel when you get vibration. Meaning that we're gonna get alerted, and that's not good for you.
Right.
From now on, Carter will always be watching.
I feel there's somewhat kind of relief of going back and forth with Mr. Carter. I understand my stipulations, it was just certain things just wasn't communicated at that time.
Roosevelt knows he can't go to the address. He understands that he'll be violated if he does go to that address. So I'm hoping he's gotten a picture that we're serious about going to that address, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, this would definitely be proof to prove what I say is true. Instead of having accusations thrown at me about what I didn't do, and I know what I did.
Denise.
On the day following Marie's bus ride to Gary, Denise is worried.
Marie was supposed to contact me. I told her, I said, when you get there, you need to call me, let me know that, hey, you know, I'm safe. She didn't do that.
Denise struggles to get more information about Marie.
So what I'm gonna do now is do a follow-up call on Maria Anderson and see if she has made it to Gary, Indiana. Maria's not answering. I just wanted to just talk with her just to see where is my client, because I'm the last one with her.
Denise calls Marie's sister to see if she can get an update.
Hi. I finally get a hold of her sister. Her sister connects me to the program that Marie's parole agent in Gary, Indiana placed her in. And in all fairness, she didn't report to me, but she had reported to the parole officer down there. I believe right now that there's hope for her, because in speaking with her, she was happy, she was excited about seeing her siblings.
I just want to go and see things and do things I never done, work on a computer, get a cell phone. I wouldn't even allow a cell phone. I just want to do things and have things I never had.
Right now, currently, she's on her way to Tennessee for a family reunion. So she's doing great.